dome, Monday morning coffee, strong, pouring everything you got into a paycheck Friday night. You're a power stroke, diesel backhoe riding, king of beers, 18-wheeler driving, living life in between the lines of clocking in and quitting time. Then the six-string circus comes to town. We hang them speakers over the crowd. When the lights come on, everybody screaming, lighters in the sky, yeah, everybody singing every word to every song of the girl they're taking home tonight. When the lights come on, everybody's feeling a hallelujah high from the floor to the ceiling. Yeah, the drink that we're drinking, the smoke that we're smoking, the party we're throwing, it's going all night long. When the lights come on, when the lights come on. You're a little shy thing with a wild side on a night like this. You just can't hide, cause it's time to live it up. So come on and raise your cup. If we talk about memories, yeah, we're gonna make them. Talking about rules, you know we're gonna break them. When the lights come on, everybody screaming, lighters in the sky, yeah, everybody singing every word to every song of the girl they're taking home tonight. When the lights come on, everybody's feeling a hallelujah high from the floor to the ceiling. Yeah, the drink that we're drinking, the smoke that we're smoking, the party we're throwing, it's going all night long. When the lights come on, when the lights come on. Yeah, we all the same, cause we thinking the same thing. We on the same page, cause we sipping the same drink. Here's a little something to thank y'all for showing up. Aldine and the boys are about to blow it up. When the lights come on and everybody's screaming, lighters in the sky, yeah, everybody's singing every word to every song of the girl they're taking home tonight. When the lights come on, everybody's feeling a hallelujah high from the floor to the ceiling. Yeah, the drink that we're drinking, the smoke that we're smoking, the party we're throwing, it's going all night long. When the lights come on, when the lights come on, your buzz blowing it up, it's going all night long. When the lights come on.
AAA battery?
Yep.
So weird.
That's what makes the igniter work.
Yeah. Just like in a grill.
Yeah.
But if we had a lighter, we could. I wonder if anybody. Let me see if I see it.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the concession
It works
stand
on a battery
located
too.
behind
Why
the
would they
grandstand
make the
has
battery
a
go ahead
hot
and
chocolate
do
bar
like?
with all the toppings open tonight. Also, pizza,
It's got a fan that blows.
hot
Like that's what.
Yeah, they all
burgers,
make the other
and
battery
other cold
make
drinks.
igniter work.
You charge your freaking phone with it,
Yeah, I think no.
but can't light it.
We'll be alright. I'll survive. I'm less worried about you. You know what I need to do though? I need to take. This is gonna be
Good evening, sports fans, and welcome to the Trojan Network for tonight's broadcast of the Georgia High School State Playoff game between your Gordon Lee Trojans and the Elbert County Blue Devils. I think we're going to have a really good game for you tonight. Your Trojans come in with a record of 7-3. The Blue Devils come in with a record of 5-5, but don't let that record fool you. They play in an extremely difficult conference. For example, they played Athens Academy 2 weeks ago, lost by 1 point. For those of you who are Georgia fans, Athens Academy produces 2 or 3 Bulldogs every year. So this team is not to be taken lightly. Before we get started, I'd like to thank our sponsors. First, we want to thank Beth Price with Keller Williams Realty. She's your local hometown real estate agent. If you are looking to buy or sell your house, reach out to Beth Price, and she will be happy to help you make your home dreams come true. We also want to thank the Payne Mortgage team at Summit Funding. Greg Payne is a mortgage loan officer, and he is here to support you for all your mortgage needs. If you are in need of a mortgage or a refi, please reach out to Greg Payne on social media. We also want to thank the local storage company. The local storage company is owned by 2 Gordon Lee graduates. They have storage facilities all over northwest Georgia here, and they are happy to help you with any storage need. They've got indoor, outdoor storage, climate-controlled storage. You can store boats and RVs, and they are happy to help any way they can with any of your storage needs. So reach out to the local storage company. Now we'll go into this week in Trojan country. A lot of great things happening at Gordon Lee over the past 2 weeks. First off, softball team finished the year as the 2024 state champions in single A for Georgia. The volleyball team finished as the state runner-up, so second place for our volleyball ladies. Cross country boys finished 3rd in region and 18th in state, and the girls finished 3rd in region and 10th in state. Our cheerleaders won the region championship and actually just got word they headed to state today and finished as the state runners-up in single A, losing by only 1.5 points. So really proud of the ladies and all the work they did this year. And then basketball just got cranked up. Both the boys and girls basketball teams won this week their opening games of the season against Oakwood. So really good weekend sports there for your Trojans. Next up, let's talk a little bit about our stat leaders. So for this season, passing leaders, number 12, Dustin Day with 1,181 pass yards and 12 touchdown passes. Receiving leaders, number 1, Landon Norton, 398 receiving yards and 5 touchdowns. Your rushing leader is number 9, Peyton Gross, 1,040 yards rushing with 10 touchdowns. And your tackle leader is number 33, Lane Vaughn, with 65 total tackles, 3 tackles for loss, and 2 sacks. And speaking of tackles, we'll take a look at last week's hit of the week from the Bash brothers, number 21, Lane Parrish, number 45, Gabe Daughtry. Take a look at this hit. Single back in the backfield here. Again, 3rd and 4. It'll be a straight drop back. Trojans put some pressure and get a big sack. Ball comes out. Recovered by number 45, Gabe Daughtry. The Trojans gave Fannin County everything they wanted 2 weeks ago in the final game of the regular season. Fannin County 41 that was a big part of it. Number 21, Lane Parrish. Number 45, Gabe Daughtry with a huge sack, fumble, and recovery for the Trojans. Now we'll take a look at the starting lineup for your Trojans. On defense, you've got Gentry at defensive tackle, Parrish at defensive tackle, Walker at defensive end, Daughtry at defensive end, Russell and Vaughn at linebacker, Yates at outside linebacker, Norton and Gross at safety, Johnson and Crutchfield at corner. On the season, the Trojans are giving up 19.5 points per game. They're collecting 1.6 sacks per game, 3.2 tackles for loss, and causing 1.2 turnovers per game. Now we'll take a look at the starting lineup for your Gordon Lee Trojan offense. At quarterback, Day. At running back, Gross. Wide receiver, we've got Norton, Stoker, and Garrison. Tight end, we've got Ross. Tackle, we've got Oliver and Hasty. Center, we've got Gillum. Guards, we've got Davenport and Moore. The offense is producing 31.8 points per game, averaging 118 yards passing and 253 yards rushing per game. And speaking of rushing, the player of the week for 2 weeks ago on the 1st of November is number 9, Peyton Gross. Rushed for 168 yards and 1 touchdown. Had 8 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, and an INT. Solid performance by Gross. He had missed the game before. We were glad to have him back, and he did a phenomenal job. Coin has been flipped here. Looks like the Trojans will be kicking off. So we will see our Trojans on defense first, see if we can get off to a good start here against these Elbert County Blue Devils. Extremely excited to have a home playoff game here for the Trojans. Trojans made the playoffs last year, lost in the first round, but it was a road game at Lumpkin County. A good ride there. Elbert County came about 3.5 hours via bus to face the Trojans today. So hopefully they're a little jet lagged and we can put the work in. Here comes your Gordon Lee Trojans through that L. And they are fired up and ready to go tonight. Love to see the Trojans set the tempo tonight on this kickoff. As the kickoff team runs down, love to see them lay some big hits on the return team and see what they can do to make sure they send the right message here. The band works their way off the field. They'll head into the stands. And the Trojan kickoff team is huddled around the coaches here at around the 40-yard line, getting their final instructions before they go to war. Plethora of officials out on the field tonight. Looks like we've got 7 on the field. I saw 2 in the press box. And then there's 2 more roaming around, 2 alternates roaming around as well. They take these playoff games very seriously. Trojans will be kicking away from the scoreboard to start this game. Number 17, Bryson Johnson, will be back to kick. Had some really nice kicks 2 weeks ago at Fannin. Kicked several, I believe 3, into the end zone. And Fannin County struggled to get any return yards. See here what the Trojans have in mind tonight. A little chilly. I think we're in the 40s here to start this game. It's football weather. And here comes the kick. This is going to be booted deep, going to be caught at about the 9-yard line. It is fumbled. And he is out the gate. Big return here. Trojans going to chase him down, get him down at about the 47-yard line. Big return there. There's a big gap that opened up. Trojans headed down hard to make the play. Back made a really nice cut and was able to bring it to the 46-yard line before Cole Derryberry made that tackle. So the Blue Devils are going to get good starting field position at about the 47-yard line, 1st and 10. Not the way the Trojans wanted to start there. See if they can put in some work here on defense, set the tone. Elbert County comes out with a tight twin set at the top, 2 backs in the backfield and a single receiver at the bottom. Looks like this is going to be a pass play, trying to go deep to start this game. Number 1, Norton breaks that up. Ball was thrown well, made it from about the 40-yard line all the way down to the 15. Norton jumps up and bats that football down. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. Great coverage there by number 1, Norton. Looks like the Blue Devils will come out with twins at the top, single receiver at the bottom. Looks like a little wing back here at the bottom as well, single back in the backfield. Here comes motion, jet motion across the field, making the twins here at the bottom. It's going to be a handoff, but we have a flag. Looks like it's going to be, should be offsides here, but we'll see. Yeah, false start there, so we'll back them up 5 yards. That's going to bring up 2nd and 15 there. So good start defensively for the Trojans. Elbert County tried to strike fast with a deep pass, broken up by Norton, and then the Blue Devils jump off sides. So again, 2nd and 15. Ball sits at about the 42-yard line now. Looks like we're going to go double twins, top and bottom. No back in the backfield. Would not be surprised to see a quarterback run here on 2nd and 15. Looks like we're going to have a blitz at the top. Quarterback runs up the middle. He gets hit multiple times. Big tackles across the board. He's going to pick up about 2 yards, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 13. Nice tackle there by Vaughn. Contact was actually made by Yates in the backfield, and then Vaughn cleaned it up. So good job there by our linebackers. Looks like Elbert County's going to come in with trips at the bottom, single receiver up top, single back in the backfield. Trojans jump off sides and give away 5 free yards there. So it's going to take it from 3rd and 12 to about 3rd and 7. Ball sits at about the 50-yard line now. This will be a big play here for the Trojans. Again, trips at the bottom of your screen, single receiver at the top, 1 back in the backfield. Ball snaps, going to be a straight drop back. Trojans put a little pressure. Big hit made. Ball was thrown high. Receiver gets hit by 2 Trojans, and he's actually down, so we'll see. Looks like the teammates are trying to help him up, but he's down. Big hit there by Gross, and I believe by the corner as well, number 36, Crutchfield. The receiver stays down there. It's going to bring up 4th and 7 there. Big play by the Trojans. Might be a candidate for hit of the week here, folks. Got to win this game so we can have another broadcast next week and show that hit again. I'm going to have to get the game pulled up on the old YouTube so I can watch that hit again while we sit with this injury timeout. Watching it here, falls up. He basically gets sandwiched between Crutchfield and Gross. He had to jump up. Quarterback laid him out to dry a little bit there. He had to jump up to try to field that ball and got sandwiched between the big hitter Gross and the big hitter number 36 Crutchfield. So really nice play there by the Trojans. This guy's still down though. Clearly we like the big hit, but we don't want him to be hurt. They are still attending to him, though. Looks like his back. He did look to catch a helmet in the back there while he was suspended. Number 1 tried to get up on his own after the play and went back down, hoping he just got his breath knocked out of him. The Trojan trainers out there with him as well as the Blue Devil trainers, so taking a good look. I'll tell you what, folks, we'll take you to a quick commercial break while we wait to see what's happening here. We're back, Trojan fans. Number 1 is up, walking off the field under his own power. That is great news. Hopefully he'll be able to re-enter the game here shortly. It does look like the Blue Devils are going to come out here with their punt team. We're going to have number 2, Stoker, back deep, standing at about the 15-yard line to return this punt. Got some gunners out here on the outside that'll be looking to get to Stoker there at the 15. Stoker's walked up now to about the 17-yard line. Ball is snapped. Trojans don't attempt to block the football. It's going to be a short punt. Ball's going to hit, going to bounce down to about the 13-yard line of the Trojans, where the Trojans will take over 1st and 10. So good stand there by the Trojans. Not great field position here to start with 10:33 left to go in the first quarter. Score 0-0. But the Trojans have to be excited about that first defensive stand there. Elbert County was unable to gain any yards other than that 5-yard penalty. Looks like the Trojans are going to line up. Twins at the top of your screen. Wing at the bottom. Gross in the backfield to the left of Day. Here's a snap. Handoff to Gross. Finds a little hole. Lowers his shoulder. He actually gets picked up after picking up about 3 yards. Whistle was blown before the body slam could take place. That should bring up 2nd and 7. There was a hole there. Gross hit that hole. Linebacker number 11 closed pretty quickly for the Blue Devils. Single receiver at the bottom. Twins at the top. Gross still in the backfield. Looks like you've got Norton at the bottom here. Stoker in the slot up top. It'll be a drop back pass. Trying to go deep here. Great catch by number 9, Gross. But we do have a flag in the backfield. See if we've got late hit. Hopefully this is roughing the passer and not holding. We'll see here. Trojans seem to be walking back, though, unfortunately. Roughing the passer. So we'll put 15 more yards on top of that big play. Little wheel route there coming out of the backfield by Gross. Day threw a nice ball. Gross was kind of caught in a weird position. Made a nice Willie Mays style over the shoulder catch there for that big first down. And we're going to step off another 15 for roughing the passer. We're going to be deep into Blue Devil territory here, all the way at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 Trojans. Gross came out to get a breather. Number 33, Vaughn, is in. Single receiver top and bottom. We got 2 tight ends in with Ross and Walker. It's going to be a handoff to Vaughn up the middle. He's finding room. Going to pick up about 3 yards, but there's another flag on the field. May have an illegal procedure here on the Trojans. Let's see. Not sure that the head official realizes there's a flag on this play. All right, called a false start on the Trojans, so that'll back them up. It'll be 1st and 15 from the 45. I did not see a false start there. May have been an illegal procedure of some sort. Didn't see anybody jump off sides there. Side official just kind of dropped that flag and then took a while to let the head official know what was going on. So looks like the Trojans are going to come out again in that same set. 2 wings in Harrison and number 6, Ross. Stoker at the top, Norton at the bottom, Vaughn in the backfield. Be a handoff again to Vaughn. Finds a little breathing room there, picks up about 4. So that'll bring up 2nd and 11 all the way down to the 41-yard line. Looks like Vaughn will come out. Gross will come back in here. Looks like we'll run off one of those tight ends, number 6, Ross. Run on 2 receivers, which are number 5, Garrison, number 11, McAllister. So we got double twins, top and bottom. Gross in the backfield. 2nd and 11 for your Trojans. Looks like it's going to be a straight drop back. Gross does a nice job. Day's going to scramble up the middle. He's going to pick up about 3 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd and 9 for the Trojans. The hole opened up. Day tried to find a receiver, waited a little long probably to take off and run there. Still was able to pick up positive yards. So 3rd and 9 from the 39-yard line for your Gordon Lee Trojans. Looks like the Trojans are going to have another heavy look in here. Top of your screen with number 45, Daughtry, number 34, Walker. Gross in the backfield, single receiver, top and bottom. Wouldn't be surprised to see a bit of a toss sweep out here. Be a handoff to Gross up the middle. He finds some running room, takes it all the way down to the 31-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th down, and the Trojans are bringing in the heavies for this 4th and 1 from the 31-yard line. Trojans have to get to about the 30.5-yard line for a first down here. Either going to be a quarterback sneak here. Oh, looks like we're going to go Wildcat with Vaughn in the backfield. Hold up, heavy set. Looks like the Trojans are going to have to call a timeout. They weren't prepared with the right personnel there. They had a heavy unit going in, but looks like they were short one player. Number 44, Derryberry, was run on late there. Gross decided to take the timeout and make sure the Trojans have the right play and the right personnel in place here for this critical 4th and 1 here on the Trojans' first possession of the game. Love the offense we're seeing from the Trojans tonight. Nice mix of run and pass. Look good so far. But got to deliver with a touchdown here to send a message to Elbert County. We saw on that kickoff, they've got some speed. Could potentially break one tonight, so we want to make sure we're putting points on the board every chance we get. Know if you've noticed at home, but the cheerleaders are not here. They had the state tournament, their state competition today. Like I said earlier, they finished second. Unfortunately, they're not able to get back in time for this game. We do have the band jamming out, though. But congratulations to the Trojan cheerleaders. Did a phenomenal job. Again, only lost by 1.5 points from winning a state championship. I watched the competition online and was very impressed with the talent that the Trojan cheerleaders have. So 4th and 1, single receiver top and bottom. Vaughn in the backfield. Bit of a heavy set at the top of your screen. Number 44, Derryberry. Looks like this is going to be a straight quarterback keeper. Daycake takes it all the way to the 30, and that should be a first down for the Trojans. They got to measure this. Not sure what's happening here. A lot of debate going on. Looked to me like clearly Day picked up the yard. The sideline official came from the bottom. Terrible spot, in my opinion. They need to measure this. Let's take a look here on a bit of a replay and see if we can get. Day clearly was pushed across the 30-yard line. So I'm not sure about that spot. It was an awful spot there. They are going to measure. The Trojans don't get this. You are going to see Coach Gross come unglued for that spot. We've watched the replay a couple times. Day clearly picked up a yard. It was like the sideline judge ran in on an angle instead of looking straight at the quarterback. See what the chains show here. Definitely going to be close. Nose of the football sitting almost right at the 30-yard line. Based on the change right now, I don't think the Trojans have got it. Guys are still debating it. Going to be first down, Trojans. There we go. Nice job by the Trojans. Got it by about 3 chain links. This Trojan fan base was about to lose their mind if that first down was not given to the Trojans. That was brutal. Shout out to my good friend Matt Provenzano and my good friend as well, his wife Amber Provenzano. They're watching at home. Trojans come back in with that heavy set, single receiver top and bottom. Big number 33, Vaughn, ready to smash this football up the middle. Send a message. Handoff to Vaughn, a little bit of an outside run. He's got a lane. He's going to take this one. Oh, we've got flags, though. Looks like we may have had a hold, some type of illegal block. Vaughn picked up about 11 yards there, but I think the flag's going to be holding on the Trojans. Not sure who the receiver was at the top of the screen. Think it might have been Stoker. He was battling up there. Did a nice job blocking. May have just got his hand slightly outside. Going to be a 10-yard penalty, but it's from the spot of the foul. So should bring up first and about 12 or 13 for the Trojans here. Tough call. 2 flags did come out there. It did call holding on the Trojans. So they'll step it off 10 yards from there. Not a huge loss for the Trojans. Probably only going to end up being about a 2-yard total loss, but hate that the Trojans didn't get that first down. Great run there by Vaughn. We may have found a little something there on the outside. Trojans have basically been smashing it up the middle. That outside run, though, was pretty good. Got a bit of a trips look at the bottom with the tight end. Gross in the backfield. No receiver at the top of the screen. Going to be a handoff to Gross. He finds a nice alley. Runs it right up the gut. Takes it all the way to the 21-yard line. It's going to bring up second and about a half a yard there. So nice run there by Gross. Put his hand on his lineman's back and just followed him through the traffic. Looks like the Trojans are going hurry up here. Heavy set at the top of your screen with twins. Again, Gross stays in. Give me another handoff to Gross. He's going to go right up the middle. He's going to pick up about 3 there. All the way down to the 18-yard line to bring up first and 10 for the Trojans. Elbert County has done some pretty solid tackling, though. Gross's first carry of the game, he got lifted. Fortunately, the whistle blew before he could be slammed down. That time, took a pretty big hit from a couple guys, but still got the first down. Gross comes out for a minute. Heavy set at the bottom with Vaughn in. Single receiver up top. Be another handoff to Vaughn. Bit of a hole, and he's driving his legs as he always does. Looks like he's going to pick up about a yard. I'm going to bring up second and 9 from, let's call it the 17-yard line. Looks like number 6, Ross, runs off at tight end. Number 32, Dalton, comes in. Looks like we'll have twins at the bottom of the screen with Norton and also number 11, Hurley McAllister. Vaughn remains in the backfield. Here's a snap. Run up the middle to Vaughn. He's going to get it another yard to about the 16-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd and 8 here. Trojans are definitely within field goal range as the clock continues to run. 5:34 left to go here in the first quarter. But the Trojans would love to put 7 on the board. Looks like Gross has come back in. Single receiver McAllister at the top. Single receiver Norton at the bottom. And we got defensive offside, so that's going to give us 5 more yards there. Going to bring up 3rd and about 3. Shout out to my man, Dakota Curry. He's out in the crowd, just waved at me. He plays on the middle school basketball team with my son, Nate. Shout out to them, beating Tryon yesterday by 31 points. Huge win against our rival. Does bring up 3rd and 3 here from the 11-yard line for the Trojans. Heavy set at the bottom. Gross in the backfield. It's going to be a handoff to Gross. It's going to be an outside run. Gross has got a lane. And touchdown, Trojans! No flag. Great blocking there. Heck of a run by number 9, Gross. And that's going to put your Trojans up 6-0 with 5 minutes and 10 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. And number 17, Johnson, comes in for the extra point. Trojans smashed that football down the field all the way. They started this drive at the 13-yard line. I'm not great at math, but take it 87 yards and burn up about 6 minutes off the clock before they scored that touchdown. Johnson set to kick the extra point. Number 4, Daniel, set to hold. I believe number 57, Davenport, the snap. Snap is up. Kick is blocked. Trojans had one blocked 2 weeks ago against Fannin County. Tape may have shown a hole there. That one gets blocked, so that leaves the score 6-0 Trojans. Again, 5:10 left to go here in the quarter. We'll take you to a quick commercial break and come back.
You know, if you ask most people, they'll tell you that getting a mortgage is a horrible experience, but it doesn't have to be. Here at Payne Mortgage Team, we are reinventing the mortgage experience, and we're going to hold your hand and make sure that you are taken care of the whole way through.
We're back, Trojan fans. Trojans are lining up for another kickoff. The last kickoff was fielded at the bottom of your screen, about the 10-yard line. Trojans were headed down the field, overran the back who had bobbled the ball. He made a nice cut, took the ball all the way up to the 47-yard line. So the Trojans are definitely going to want to have better coverage here on this one. Here comes Johnson with the kick. Kicks this one low, bouncer. It's fielded at the 30 and dropped down by number 6 there. So they'll take over 1st and 10 there at the 30-yard line. Much better field position this time from a Trojan perspective, holding them up there at the 30-yard line. Getting a couple comments in the comments section. Jimmy Sprayberry, he also thought that was a terrible spot earlier, but luckily it held for the Trojans. Got another one from Mr. Ben Carter. Shout out to you, Ben. Single receiver up top. Heavy set at the bottom. Lots of linemen in the game here. Looks like a heavy running set. It's going to be a bit of a jet sweep to the outside. Trojan outside linebacker number 3, Yates, does a nice job forcing that back inside. Back had to cut it up. Picked up about 3 yards. So that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Nice tackle there by Vaughn and Johnson. Very different look we're seeing this possession here from Elbert County. They're coming out with 7 linemen, 2 backs in the backfield, and a single receiver. This is going to be a run by the quarterback to the outside. He gets a little bit of space. Once again, nice job there by number 9 and number 3. 9 actually did a good job, Gross. About made that tackle for no gain there, but Norton and Vaughn were able to clean it up after a gain of about 2. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Looks like the Blue Devils seen enough of that heavy set, and they have brought in trips at the top of your screen. Twins at the bottom. Nope, we're switching. Trips at the bottom, twins at the top. Just a quarterback in the backfield. Again, trying to get the Trojans to jump off sides on 3rd and 6 here. Trojans are disciplined. Clock continues to run. 3:53 left to go here in the quarter. Big pass over the middle, little bit overthrown. Receiver was actually open. Trojans blitz there, number 33, Vaughn, I believe number 21, Lane Parrish, put some pressure in the face of the quarterback there. He launched it up, threw it about 2 yards too far. There is a penalty flag. I believe the Trojans are going to decline this, though, and force the punt. It's going to be 4th and 6 from the 34.5-yard line. Stoker's in to return. He's going to stand at about the 30. Last punt only went about 25 yards, but then bounced for another 10 or 15 all the way down to the 13-yard line. See if Stoker can catch this one, whether it's a fair catch or get a return off. Trojans don't put any pressure on it. It's going to be a good kick. Stoker's going to be able to run up and fair catch this one at the 40-yard line. So great field position for the Trojans there. They'll take over with 3:32 left to go here in the first quarter. See if the Trojans can get back to what they were doing the first possession of the game and just drive this football down the throats of the Blue Devils. Trojans coming out, single receiver top and bottom, 2 tight ends, Walker and Ross. And looks like Vaughn in the backfield. He's going to take the handoff, bob and weave a little bit. They do grab him by the leg. Looks like he's going to pick up 3 yards before he's driven back, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7 from the 43-yard line. It's a nice run there by Vaughn. Have been impressed with the way these Blue Devils have been trained to tackle. They're staying low, grabbing legs, and shooting up through our backs. Double twins top and bottom. Vaughn remains in the backfield to the right of number 12, Day. They look to the sideline. Looks like Vaughn will move to the left of Day here. Handoff again to Vaughn up the middle. He actually gets hit before he can gain any yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Looks like Vaughn will come out. Number 9, Gross, will come in. Looks like we'll also pull off Walker and Ross and put in some extra receivers here. Definitely a passing down for the Trojans, but with Gross in the backfield, you never know what the Trojans are going to do. Looks like we're going to have trips at the top of the screen. Garrison, McAllister, and Stoker. And then a one-on-one matchup here with Norton at the bottom. Tons of pressure, but it's going to be a screen to number 9, Gross. And he's going to drive his feet all the way across the 50-yard line for a first down. Hell of a play there by the Trojans. When I initially saw that drop back from Day, saw a ton of pressure in his face and thought it was going to be a sack for sure. But Coach Campbell, the offensive coordinator, had dialed up a screen. We have not ran many of those this season, so I was surprised. The Blue Devils were surprised. First down Trojans across midfield to the 49-yard line. Here's another handoff to Gross right up the middle. Going to be another first down. He picks up about 14 yards there, takes the football all the way down to the 37-yard line. 1st and 10 Trojans. Looks like Gross is going to come off. Vaughn's going to come on. And the Trojans are back in business. We do have 2. Looks like we're going to have number 50 run on there. Number 6 run off. Number 50 is Will Slayton. So we're going to put an extra lineman in the game here with Vaughn in the backfield. Trojans try to get the Blue Devils to jump off sides. 10 seconds left to go on the play clock. Here's the snap. Handoff to Vaughn up the middle again. He lowers his shoulder, driving his feet. He's going to pick up all of about 6 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 4. Again, good training there from the Blue Devils. They were trying to strip that football. But one thing you don't do when you're trying to tackle Lane Vaughn is focus on anything but tackling Lane Vaughn. Heavy set at the bottom, single receiver top and bottom. It's going to be a straight drop back. We're going to go to number 2, Stoker, and we're going to have pass interference. A lot of contact between the defender and the receiver. Let's see what the call is here. They do call pass interference on the defense, so that'll be a big pickup here for the Trojans. Another first down. Should take the football all the way down to about the, let's call it the 18-yard line, I believe, but let's let them step it off here. So we'll step this off. This will be a first down. Let's see how far we take the ball here. I guess the 18. Ball's going to be dropped on the 18. I love it when I'm right. 45.3 seconds left to go. Trojans are inside the red zone. Sorry, it's the 17. I wasn't right. 45.3 seconds left to go here. Going to be a handoff outside run to Gross. He's going to find a little bit of a hole, pick up about 2 yards there, and that should bring an end here to the first quarter unless the Trojans want to hurry up and try to get one more play in. 2nd and 7. Football now sits at the 15-yard line. Looks like the Trojans are going to let this go. I can hear the coaches calling for water. We'll flip ends of the field, and your Trojans have won the first quarter 6-0, and they are driving here. Hopefully can score right at the start of the second quarter. Heck of a start for your Trojans. Fans are showing appreciation. I see fans with hot chocolate in their hand as well because it's freezing out here tonight. So that's the end of the first quarter. We will take you all to a commercial break. Little Daytona 1 wax commercial, also known as the cat commercial. Played that especially for Christy Robertson. Hopefully she's watching it on her way back from the cheerleading competition. Again, where our Lady Trojans finished as state runners-up. Great first quarter for the Trojans. Set the tone. Really the only mistake was that blocked extra point. They did give up one big kickoff return. Otherwise, Elbert County's not been able to do much offensively. Trojans have done a good job. There have been a couple deep passes that were close to being big hitters. Wouldn't be surprised if we see more of that later on. But let's see if the Trojans can go up 2 scores here with it 2nd and 7. 2nd and 7 here for the Trojans from the 15-yard line. Trojans are going to come out with a single receiver Stoker at the top, Norton at the bottom, Gross in the backfield, 2 tight ends in Ross and Walker. Going to be a straight drop back. Going to be another throw to number 2 Stoker. Just couldn't hold on. There was some contact between Stoker and the DB. The DB fell down. Stoker went up. Just couldn't quite hold on to the football. And that's going to bring up, looks like 3rd and 7 here for your Trojans. Looks like the Trojans are going to go twins up top. Nope. Looks like they're going to go, twins up top. Single receiver at the bottom with Norton. Vaughn in the backfield. Trojans should be within field goal range here. Going to be another handoff to Vaughn to the outside, but there is a flag that comes out. Probably going to be holding there after about a 3-yard pickup. But with that flag, may back the Trojans up here out of field goal range. See what the call is. A lot of standing around, not sure. Can we make the call here, guys? It's like an illegal chop block. That's going to be a huge penalty against the Trojans here. Not sure where that flag was thrown here at the top of the screen, so it's going to be a big loss here. 15 yards on the Trojans. Takes the ball all the way back to the 30-yard line. They've got to make it all the way to the 12-yard line for a first down. So definitely either a pass down here, potentially a screen. Although Gross is not in the backfield. Don't know that they'd throw a screen here to Vaughn. He's more of our power back. So let's see what the Trojans have in mind here. Middle of the field's wide open for a post route. Tried to throw the ball to number 33, Vaughn. Going to be incomplete. That's going to bring up 4th down from the 30. Interested to see what Gross thinks about doing here. Potentially a spot where we could try to pin them deep. Looks like they are going to bring the punt team on. See if they can pin Elbert County deep. Not great there after the halftime. The chop block really hurt the Trojans, and then that play was a bit broken. Johnson will stand at about the 45-yard line here to kick this ball. Trojans are going to try to down this inside the 10-yard line. You're going to have to call a timeout. Oh, they're going to back him up. He's going to take the penalty. He's going to back him up 5 yards. Give Johnson a little bit more room to punt here. Smart play there by Gross. He did not want to allow his team to burn an additional timeout. Give up the 5 yards here. Johnson will now stand at the 50 for this punt. Looks like the Trojans are lined up and ready to go here. Block would be a major problem, so we need to get off a good snap. Good snap. Johnson puts a high kick up. It's going to come down at about the 20-yard line, so only picked up. Nope. Got a little bit of a tussle here. Davenport did a nice job containing himself. The ball's pinned at the 20. Not the punt we were hoping for. Nice high punt. Hit it about the 15. Bounced backwards to the 20. really only resulted in about a 20-yard punt there. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils with 11:27 left to go in the half. Looks like the Blue Devils are going to come out. Twins at the top of your screen. Single receiver at the bottom. I have not seen number 1, the receiver that got hurt in that first possession, back on the field. Here's a snap. It's going to be a handoff. Back's going to get hit in the backfield. Tackle made by, looks like, Vaughn as well as Dalton, both inside linebackers making a play there. Loss of about a half a yard. Call that a tackle for a loss, and we'll call it 2nd and 11. Heck of a play there by our inside linebackers. Dynamic duo of Russell and Vaughn. Continue to have twins at the top, single receiver at the bottom, 1 back in the backfield. Looks like we're going to have this single receiver go in motion. Seems really confused about what this play is. Be a quarterback run up the middle. He's going to pick up about what I would guess is 4 yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 7. I believe the receiver that went out there in the first possession was one of their top receivers. Seems to be that the receiver filling in is a little bit confused here, number 17. We'll see if that helps the Trojans here later. They're going to line up, trips at the top of your screen, single receiver at the bottom. Single back in the backfield. Clock continues to run. About 10 minutes left to go here. Going to be a straight drop back. Going to try to throw the out route. They do throw the out route. Fortunately, 36 Crutchfield pushed him out of bounds, but he was able to keep going. Fortunately, his foot did come slightly out of bounds. That could have been tough right there. So 1st down there for the Blue Devils. They get the ball all the way down to the 36-yard line. We're going to have twins at the bottom and top of the screen. Single back in the backfield. Ball snap. Going to be another pass here. High throw. Trojans attack. Going to be an incomplete pass. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10 from the 36-yard line. Looks like the Blue Devils are going to line up with trips at the top of your screen. Single receiver tight at the bottom. 1 back in the backfield. Does look like they've found a little something they like in the pass game. See if that continues here. Snap again. It's going to be a quarterback run up the middle. He does take a couple hits. Looks like the ball came out. Trojans recover. Number 32, Dalton Russell, came out with that one. Don't know who made that hit. Knocked that ball out. Let's watch here. Looking at the replay. Not sure who knocked that ball out, even on the replay, but the Trojans are going to take over at the 36-yard line, 1st and 10. 9:48 left to go here in the half. Big play there by the Trojans after giving up that 1st down. Let's see if the Trojans can continue to move the football on the ground like they were doing prior to the start of this 2nd quarter. Gross in the backfield, twins up top. Gross has got a big alley on the outside. No one is going to chase him down. Touchdown, Trojans! 2nd touchdown of the night for the Trojans. Gross went 36 yards untouched. I don't know if you're watching the video, but number 57, Davenport, from the line, he pulls, drives the guy he's blocking all the way down to the 10-yard line, pancakes him as Gross jogs into the end zone untouched to make it 12-0 Trojans. Trojans are not going to chase those points from that missed extra point earlier. They're going to kick this one. Looks like the Trojans are going to run somebody back on. Heck of a block there by Davenport, though. Pulled from that guard position and literally drove that defensive lineman or linebacker he hit back about 20 yards, almost like the old Blindside movie where Michael Orr picked that gentleman up and threw him right over the fence. Heck of a block there by Davenport. Heck of a run by Gross. Trojans are looking to go up 13-0 with 9:40 left after this extra point. See if the Trojans can do a little better job blocking here. It's up. It is good, and that makes the Trojans score 13-0 with 9:40 left to go. Heck of a play there by the Trojans. Love what we're seeing. We'll take you to a quick commercial.
For cold and flu season, you've got to have nutritional essentials. Hi, I'm Amanda Battles for High Five. Your immune system needs a bigger boost than ever before, and High Five delivers. Introducing Immune 5, a potent blend of vitamins and minerals to bolster your immune system. Think you're covered? Check the label. If your immune booster doesn't have all of these ingredients, it's not complete. Immune 5, specially formulated for times like these. Available at Circle K and where all High Five energy products are sold.
All right, Trojan fans, hopefully you're as hyped up as at home as we are here. Trojans just took a 2-score lead, 13-0. Another big run by Gross. Trojans are set to kick off again here. Last ball was a bit of a squib kick, fielded at the 30. Let's see what Johnson has in store here. Same thing, ball's bouncing. It's going to take a big bounce and fumble around there. Tackle's made by number 3, Yates. Big tackle there. Nice job there by number 3, Yates. They're going to take over at about the 31-yard line. So, again, great coverage there by the Trojans. Going to force the Blue Devils to go 69 yards to score a touchdown here with 9:31 left to go in the half. I'm getting texts from a lot of folks talking about that block by Davenport. If you didn't catch it because you were watching Gross, you need to rewind it and take a look at it. Literally Michael Orr vibes there. Remember when his mom told him to protect the back like it was his family. Going to be a pass here to the outside. Trojans don't take a great angle there. Going to be a pickup of about 8 yards and bring up 2nd and 8. Don't know if anybody noticed, but there's actually a new quarterback in the game, number 14. Looks like that starting quarterback's out. Not sure if he got hurt on that fumble. We'll see what impact that has. Got double twins top and bottom, 2nd and 2 here. Try to draw the Trojans off sides. They do a good job here. Definitely looks like a rundown. We'll see what the Blue Devils have in mind. Going to be another quick pass to the outside. Are going to get a first down. They'll get the football all the way to the 45-yard line. Tackle made by number 6, Ross. Number 33, Vaughn there. Trojans will eventually jump one of these quick passes. We'll see. Looks like Gross has come in at outside linebacker here. Be a straight drop back. Going to be another fast pass. Big hit by number 4, Braxton Daniel, but a great gain there. Pickup of about 12 for a first down. Ball comes across midfield. Ball's now sitting at about the 43-yard line. Same thing, double twins top and bottom. Going to be a handoff here to the back. Actually makes a pretty nice cut there. Pickup of about 5 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 5. Football now sits at about the 39-yard line of the Trojans. Quarterback change is giving them a little bit of a spark. They're going to go trips at the top of the screen, single receiver at the bottom. Ball snap, going to be another straight drop back. Quarterback keeps it, takes a big hit from number 21, Lane Parrish. Going to bring up 3rd and about 4 there, I believe. Nice tackle there by Parrish. Ball now sits at the 37-yard line. They've got to get all the way to the 33-yard line for a first down here. So 3rd and 4. Probably 2-down territory here, though, for the Blue Devils. They're going to line up double twins. Corners are going to need to walk up here. This quarterback loves to throw these quick outs. Throws that quick out again. It's caught. It's pushed out of bounds by number 33, Vaughn. But that is going to get all the way to the 33-yard line, and that'll be a first down again for the Blue Devils. quick pass routes, basically what they're doing is they're running the number 1 receiver up the field, forcing the corner to chase him, and then that forces the linebacker and safeties to try to come up and make a play on that quick 5-yard throw. Would expect to see the Trojans change it up here in a minute. Walk those guys up. A little pressure here on the quarterback. He's going to make a throw over the middle. He's going to get drilled again by number 4, Daniel. Daniel's laying the wood, but ball gets all the way down to the 19-yard line for another first down with 6:49 left to go in the half. Looks like what they've done here is they've put Daniel in at safety. They put Gross at outside linebacker. Another quick out route. Continue to run the same thing over and over again. It's going to be a big pickup of about 9 yards all the way to the 10-yard line. Trojans are going to have to do something different here. So 2nd and 1 here for the Blue Devils. Looks like they're going to change the formation here. Looks like they're going to go trips at the bottom of your screen, single receiver at the top. Would expect a run here. Drop back pass. Throws the out route. Receiver's open. Ball is intercepted. Looks like by number 17, Bryson Johnson. He takes it all the way to the 24-yard line on the return. Heck of a play there. Blue Devils were threatening. Johnson went up with the receiver, took it out of his hands, and then returned it. Nice play there by the Trojans. That's the 2nd turnover of the game. And your Trojans take over, up 2 scores with 6:21 left to go in the half. Nice play there by number 17, Johnson. Not only does he kick, he also plays corner and causes turnovers. Trojans are going to come out, single receiver at the top, twins at the bottom, Vaughn in the backfield. Looks like number 6, Ross here at the bottom of your screen at the tight end. It'll be an outside handoff to Vaughn. He's going to get the football all the way to about the 24-yard line. Another big block by number 57, Davenport. Completely killed number 9, the linebacker. He got up exasperated that he is just getting trucked. Only a 1-yard gain there. Ball sits at the 24-yard line. 2nd and 9 for the Trojans. Looks like Vaughn will stay in the backfield. Clock continues to run, down to 5:52 left to go here in the half. Single receiver up top, twins at the bottom. Ball snapped, handoff to Vaughn. He finds a little bit of a hole, gets his leg grabbed, picks up another one. Ball now sitting at the 25-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and 8. Looks like Vaughn will come out. Gross will come in. Power of Vaughn hasn't been quite as effective so far tonight. Again, Elbert County doing a nice job tackling low, which is the only way you're going to be able to take Vaughn down. Looks like we're going to run that wheel route again to Gross. Almost intercepted. Ball hits the ground. They're going to claim he caught that ball. You could hear it hit the ground. All right. Man comes in, lets them know it hit the ground. You could hear the football hit the ground. They tried to call that an interception. You had 2 officials at the bottom staring right at it. They both run and stare at one another. Was about to call it a catch. Fortunately, the official from the center of the field actually has a set of ears and heard the ball hit the ground and was able to fix that. So the Trojans are now sitting 4th and 8 from the 25-yard line. They're going to have to punt here. We're going to need a superhuman performance here from number 17, Johnson. After that interception, we're going to need a big punt here. And great coverage by the Trojans, or they're going to get this ball in Trojan territory. Here's the snap. Trojans take off down the field. It is a nice spiral. Ball bounces. Unfortunately, the guy was calling for a fair catch. He gets hit. So it's going to be a ball, ends up stopping at about the 33, but there's definitely going to be fair catch interference and a penalty here. So we'll see what the starting field position ends up being. Tough play there. Tons of traffic where that ball was coming down. They do call kick-catch interference. Should be, I believe, a 5-yard penalty from the 43-yard line. A lot of conversation between this officiating crew. There's about 9 of them. They seem to be highly confused. Looks like it's going to end up being a 10-yard penalty. Ball's going to come all the – whoa. Kick-catch interference is a 15-yard penalty? Now we have an official yelling at our team. Not sure why he's talking to the players. This is ridiculous. Go to where you're supposed to go, Mr. Official, and be quiet. First down, Elbert County here. Ball sits at about the 42-yard line. Going to be a handoff. Uh-oh. Actually see a quick break to the outside. Don't think the Trojans are going to make – no, they do make the play. Norton does a good job chasing him down. He takes it all the way to the 8-yard line. So it's going to be first and goal after that big run. Heck of a tackle there by Norton. Way too much conversation with the officials to the players on the field. Officials need to talk to the coaches and let the players play. See if the Trojans can pull it back together here, get a stop. Be another handoff. He gets hit deep in the backfield, but he breaks loose. Going to get hit again at about the 5. Looks like they're going to be, see where they put this ball down at. Let me put it down at the 4. Let's see. They do put it down at the 4, so it's going to be second and goal from the 4-yard line. Back was actually stopped, but was able to squirt out the side there. They've changed quarterbacks again. The starting quarterback's back in. He does run it up the middle. Looks like he may have picked up to about the – oh, no, he breaks free. Wait a minute. Whistle was blown before he broke free. Looks like he's going to be down. They put him down at the 2-yard line. Looks like they're going to put him down at about the 2-yard line. So third and goal from the 2 here. So it looks like the starting quarterback only got 1 possession off there. He's back out on the field trying to drive one in here. The clock runs with 3:47 left. Another snap. Snap is bobbled, but he is going to walk into the end zone for a touchdown. That'll put 6 on the board there for the Blue Devils, pending the extra point. That last offensive possession for the Trojans was tough. Didn't pick up much. Then had the kick-catch interference for 15-yard penalty on the punt. Big run by the back down to about the 8-yard line, and then the Trojans fought but couldn't stop them from scoring there. Kick is up. Kick is good, and that makes the score 13-7 Trojans with 3:38 left to go here in the half. We'll take you to a quick commercial break. All right, Trojan fans, this will be the first opportunity we get to see the return team tonight of the Trojans. Looks like we're going to have number 9, Gross, back deep. Number 2, Stoker, standing at the bottom of your screen about the 20. Number 1, Norton, standing at the top of your screen at about the 20. Looks like we've put number 4, Braxton Daniel, where number 33, Lane Vaughn, normally is. In the middle of your field there at about the 30. Vaughn's down here at about the 27-yard line. The odd lineup here looks like the Blue Devils intend to kick an onside kick. We'll see here what the plan is. They kick a nice pop-up kick. It's going to be fair call at about the 36-yard line by number 33, Vaughn. So the Trojans will take over at the 36. Good starting field position. 3:38 left to go. See if they can put a score on the board. I know we talk about this every week. Great opportunity for the Trojans to run their 4-minute offense, score. Then they get the ball after halftime, and we call that what, folks? It's pop quiz time. See if I get any texts. What do we call that? The old 2-for-1 is what we call that. Be a handoff here to Gross. Going to the outside, does a nice job following Davenport. They pick Gross up and slam him down again, and that's going to be a big 15-yard penalty. That'll take the ball across midfield for the Trojans with 3:28 left. Just got a text from one of my good buddies, Matt Cooper. He wants me to give a shout-out to the fish camp in St. Marks, Florida. Sounds like somebody there is watching, so shout out to the fish camp in St. Marks, Florida. Either that or he made that up and just wanted me to give a random shout out. You never know with that Cooper family. They're pretty sneaky. So unnecessary roughness there. Be a 15-yard penalty. Should take the Trojans across midfield. Yes, sir, it does. Ball actually goes all the way down to the 47-yard line. 1st and 10 Trojans. Gross remains in the backfield. Stoker at the top. Norton at the bottom. Going to be another hand. Nope, it's going to be a pass. Got to get rid of it. Oh, ball comes out. Be a sack fumble there. Ball's recovered at the 50-yard line. Day never saw him coming. Wasn't a backside blitz. Came from the front side, but Day was looking down here to the bottom of your screen at Norton. Didn't see that blitz coming. It wasn't picked up. He gets hit. Ball spits out and is recovered by the Blue Devils at the 50. So with 3:22 left, the Blue Devils are in business. Trojans are going to need to make a big stand here to keep this lead going into halftime. See which quarterback comes onto the field here. Looks like they're going to come out with their passing quarterback, number 14. Trojans need to be ready for the pass here. Love to see the corner 17 Johnson walk up here on this receiver in twins. I would not be surprised to see this quarterback just pop up and throw this, and he's going to hand it to 22 on the outside. Trojans do a pretty good job there. He does bobble the ball, does pick up about 6 all the way down to the 44-yard line. Clock continues to run, 3:10 left to go here in the quarter. Nice tackle by Russell. But the Blue Devils have found something in the run game here on that stretch run play. Twins at the top, nobody at the bottom here. Corner does walk up. Here's a snap. It's going to be that same exact play again. Back's dancing around. Picks up maybe a yard. Going to bring up 3rd and about 3. Nice tackle there by number 59, Gentry. He's going to come off now. Looks like number 6, Ross, is going to come in. Clock continues to run. We're down to 2 minutes and 34 seconds. 3rd and 3 here. Trips at the top of your screen. Single back in the backfield. Going to be a handoff on that outside run. Trojans were not set. Trojans took too long to get set up there and just didn't have anybody out there to make that play. Easy first down for the Blue Devils all the way down to the 38-yard line. Trojans have got to get set up here. Clock continues to run, 2 minutes and 8 seconds left. Looks like they're going to remain with twins at the top, 2 backs in the backfield, or a wing and a back. Going to be a pass. That same pass they've been running this entire time. Trojans do make a hit here. Now there's late flags coming out. Not sure what that's from. Those flags came from polar opposite areas. See what the call is. Personal foul, face mask against the Trojans. I saw number 6, Ross, reach out. His hand hit the face mask of the back, but he did not grab on there, and nobody threw the flag. Guy gained another 6 yards before the flag came out. Strange call there. That's going to take the football all the way down to the 18-yard line with 1:48 left. Elbert County is threatening to take the lead here right before halftime, which would be demoralizing here for the Trojans. Single receiver at the bottom, twins at the top, single back in the backfield. You do have a wing here. Not sure what's going on. Play clock just now starting. A lot of standing around. Another run. We had a blitz coming from up there. Good tackle there by 17 Johnson. So 9 Gross blitzed upfield. Back saw it, made a cut back where Gross left from. Bryson Johnson, fortunately, and number 1 Norton laid the hit, but the ball's sitting all the way down at the 11-yard line as the clock continues to run. 1:25 left to go here in the quarter. Going to be a drop back pass. Going to throw it deep. Let's see if number 1 Vaughn makes a play. He tips it. Ball was almost caught by the receiver, but that's going to be incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd and 3 from the 11-yard line with 1:17 left to go here in the half. Nice play there by Norton. He's made a couple nice plays on the ball so far tonight. Going to need a couple more here. Ball snaps. Going to be a handoff on that little outside run again. Trojans do a nice job containing that. Looks like no gain or a barely any gain. Looks like it's going to come down 4th and 1 from the 10-yard line. It does look like timeout's going to be called with about 1 minute left. Nope, the clock continues to run. There is now a timeout. Clock stops with 54 seconds left. There's somebody on the field. Looks like that's one of the Blue Devils. Not sure if it's that back or not. Trying to take a look, see if he's standing with his team. Gonna bring up 4th and 1 here, though, when we come back. Could be a huge stop for the Trojans. Wouldn't expect the Trojans to try to do much with the football if they were able to get the stop here, but it would preserve the lead. And again, the Trojans get the football after halftime. We're not going to get that 2-for-1 we hope for, but hopefully we can get a stop here and maintain the lead. Elbert County's really done a good job stopping the run of the Trojans in the second quarter, except for that big 36-yard run by Gross for the touchdown. They found something they like defensively. They've also found something they like offensively with the run game. I do believe it was the running back, though, who was helped off the field there. So we'll see what Elbert County has. Looks like they've brought back in their starting quarterback. Appears to be much kind of their running quarterback. He's back in, so I wouldn't be surprised to see a quarterback sneak here. Let's see what the Trojans do. They've got something in mind to try to stop that quarterback sneak. Officials blow the whistle again. Looks like they've reset the clock to 58 seconds. I believe there was 54 seconds left, so not sure what's going on there. Looks like the stadium clock operator inadvertently started the clock there, so that's what the trouble was. Again, 4th down and about 1.5 yards. Quarterback's going to keep it as expected. He runs it right up the middle. He does get picked up and stroked. Looks like they're going to down him at about the 9-yard line. We'll see. I think he had to get to the 8 for the first down. They may measure this one. We'll see. No, Trojans take over. Heck of a play there by the Trojans with 50.3 seconds left to go. Both teams have 2 timeouts, so I don't think the Trojans can just take a knee here, but I would not expect to see anything tricky. Just some straight run right up the middle. If they bust one, great. If not, let's take it into halftime, leading by 6 here against Elbert County. Big stand there by the Trojan defense. Looks like we're going to have heavy set at the bottom of the screen. No receiver at the top. Gross in the backfield. Would not be surprised to see Gross bust one to the outside here at the bottom of the screen. He does take it. He is going to try to bust one to the outside. Got a hold, does get tackled, gets all the way out to the 21-yard line. Close to busting one there. Clock stops with 43.9 seconds for that first down. Trojans quickly try to get set up. Going to go Twins at the top of your screen. Single, no receiver at the bottom. It's going to be another handoff to Gross up the middle. He's going to take it to about the 23 as the clock runs down. 29 seconds. Trojans only picked up about one there. Looks like Gross is going to come out. Vaughn's going to come in. Trojans are going to let the clock run out. Only 13 seconds left, so we're going to hit halftime. Trojans leading 13-7. I'll try to get some stats update here. I believe the band is going to play at halftime, though, so please enjoy that. We'll come back just a couple minutes before the end of halftime. Take a minute, use the restroom, get you a drink at home, get some popcorn, and let's get ready to rumble in the second half.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Superintendent Mr. Robert Wheeler and Principal Mr. Josh Ryder, we present to you the Elbert County Blue Devil Marching Band. The band is under the direction of Ms. Ansley McNeese and Mr. Corey Hobson. Major Ed Coach is Leanne Lane, Color Guard Coach is Camilla Long, and Percussion Instructor is Marquez Hood. On the field, the band is led by Drum Major Zuri Reed. For this year's halftime performance, the Blue Devil Band presents their 2024 show, To the Moon and Back, featuring musical selections of Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata, Moon Dance by Van Morrison, Fly Me to the Moon, and Talking to the Moon by Bruno Mars. We hope you enjoy as we take you on a musical journey to the moon and back. Drum Major Zuri Reed, is your band ready? You may now take the field. Ladies and gentlemen, we present the Elbert County Blue Devil Marching Band. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight the Gordon Lee Marching Trojan Band will perform a collection of fan favorite stand tunes to help pump up
Drum majors, Hannah Stalker and Nora Brown. Is the band ready? Marching Trojan Band. The Marching Trojan Band is directed by Trevor Goody. Instructors include Amy Strickland, Jay Santiago, Stuart Huggins, and Grace Johnson. Principals are Michael Langston and Mandy Sturdman. And the superintendent is Stacy McDaniel.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to also say congratulations to the Gordon Lee Marching Trojan Band on their performance at Peach State. The band has performed each year at Peach State, which is 51 years. They've received superior ratings for drum major, percussion, and band. The band placed third in class. Congratulations on a superior competitive season for the Gordon Lee Trojan Band. Also, another congratulations goes out to the competition cheerleaders. Won the region championship and finished the 2024 season today as the Class A state runner-up.
All right, Trojan fans, we are back for the second half of this first round playoff between your Gordon Lee Trojans and the Elbert County Blue Devils. Trojans lead 13-7. Let's take a look at some of the offensive stats here before halftime. Leading rushers number 9, Peyton Gross, got 104 yards on 11 carries and 2 touchdowns. Number 33, Lane Vaughns, had 8 carries for 16 yards. From a passing standpoint, number 12, Days, completed 3 passes for 32 yards. All 32 yards receiving were by number 9, Peyton Gross there. And that big play in the wheel route. Again, don't get defensive stats until after the game. Well, under their season average of about 260 yards rushing. Currently, they're sitting at about 123 yards rushing. So they're going to need a big second half here from a rushing standpoint. The Trojans do take possession here to start the second half, so hopefully they can do some damage. Elbert County found a little bit of rhythm there in the second quarter. They were able to score, almost scored a second time. Big interception by number 17, Bryson Johnson, and a return of about 22 yards. So really cool there. Very, very cool. Let me give a couple shout outs. Was looking at the comments, got a lot of people watching. Let me take a look here what we got from a as our Trojans warm up. First off, Brenda Straub watching all the way from Arizona, so thank you, cheering on your hometown Trojans. Matt Neary, also shout out to you, as well as Mark Neal. We got Lucy, shout out to you. Maggie Robertson and the competition Trojan cheerleaders are on their way back. See a shout out there, which is really cool. Shout out to Claudia Jones. It's her birthday. Happy birthday, Claudia. I know her, Bobo. I believe Justin and his wife are also all in Bryson City watching the game, celebrating Claudia's birthday. So thank you all for watching.
Once again, everyone is welcome.
And then shout out to Matt Neary as well for watching.
Downtown Chickamauga tonight.
Also want to shout out William Daniel, father of my good friend Ben Daniel. He's at home watching the game. So shout out to you as well. Hopefully the Trojans can get a big win here and we can move on to next week. Right now, Heard County's playing McNair County. Don't know what the score is of that game. Heard County, I believe, is ranked number 3 in the state, and they are projected to win that game. If Trojans win and Heard County wins, the Trojans head to Heard County. If somehow McNair pulls off the victory over Heard County and the Trojans win, McNair would have to come here to beautiful Chickamauga, Georgia, which would be awesome. So I'll try to get an update on the score of that game here as we go. But Trojans got to take care of their own business first. We need to win this football game in order to make it to the second round. So big shout out there to the Trojans. We are about to get this second half underway. Looks like Gross is going to be back deep to return. Stoker at the bottom of your screen at about the 22. Norton at the top of your screen at about the 22. Braxton Daniels standing at about the 30 in the middle of the field. You've got Vaughn standing at the bottom of your screen at 30, and then number 6, Ross, standing at about the 34. Here's the kick. It's going to be another pop-up kick. This time they're going to go to number 1, Norton. He's going to field it and step out of bounds at about the 27-yard line.
Fair catch was made by
So
number
we'll
1,
see
Norton on the 28-yard
what we do there. Trojans are going to take over first down from the 27-yard line. Got to send a text to our scoreboard operator.
First down 10 Trojans from their own
Let him know that we're in the third quarter, not the first, so hopefully he can get that corrected for us. He's down in that warm press box, though, enjoying the heat as Ricky and I freeze to death up here on top of the press box. Trojans come out, single receiver at the bottom. A little bit of motion here. Going to be a handoff to Gross. He's going to bust one to the outside, rolls, picks up about 2 yards to the 30-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and 8 for the Trojans. Trojans came out with a little different look there with that motion. You don't see a lot of motion for the Trojans unless it's a jet sweep motion from number 2 there, Stoker, who isn't in the game right now. Trojans got a heavy set at the top of the screen. Norton one-on-one by himself at the bottom. Going to be a handoff to Gross again up the middle. He makes it to about the 31-yard line before he takes a pretty big hit.
Tackle made by number 42.
He's going to jog off as number 33, Vaughn, runs on. Looks like Gross is coming off with a little bit of a limp there. So 3rd and 7 from the 31-yard line. Looks like Stoker comes in, top of your screen. Norton again, one-on-one at the bottom of your screen. Definitely a pass down here for the Trojans. Love to see a little bit of a 10-yard comeback here from number 1, Norton, as this corner bails out at the bottom of your screen. They're going to hand it off to Vaughn. Vaughn's going to run hard. He's going to take it all the way to the 36-yard line, but it's not enough for the first down. So I would expect the Trojans to punt here with 10:40 left to go in the third quarter. Not exactly the possession we wanted to start the quarter there. Trojans were able to move it a little bit, but they're short about 2 yards of the first down, so the Trojans will punt here. Returner for the Blue Devils is going to stand at about the 30-yard line. Punter, Bryson Johnson, standing at about the 21-yard line of the Trojans. See if we can get off a better punt here. Got plenty of time. Does get off a nice punt. We do have a bit of a spiral. Ball's going to bounce, and it's going to be downed by number 2, Stoker, at the 35-yard line. So good punt there from Bryson Johnson. Much better there. The Blue Devils will take over at the 35, their own 35. They've averaged about the 30, 31-yard line, except for that big return they had to start the game. So not bad there by the Trojans. Also want to make sure we give a shout out to the Gordon Lee Middle School competition cheerleaders, also known as the Glams. They won the NGAC championship this year. So shout out to those young ladies. I know a lot of them are here tonight. We actually wanted them to fill in for the high school cheerleaders, but rules prevented that, so I know they're in the stands cheering. Got a run here. Nice tackle by 45, Gabe Daughtry. Going to be a loss of about 1 there. It's going to bring up 2nd and 11, so another tackle for loss by number 45, Gabe Daughtry there. So good tackle. Haven't had a lot of opportunity to call his name tonight with these outside runs. He did a good job grabbing a hold of that back and not letting him sneak to the outside, bringing up 2nd and 11 from the 34-yard line now. Blue Devils have that number 14, the passing quarterback, back in. They've got a stacked look at the bottom or the top of your screen here. They are going to hand it off. Does find a little hole, but he runs right into number 33, Vaughn, and Vaughn just absolutely trucks him after a gain of about 1.5 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd and 10. Another form tackle there by Vaughn. Certainly could be a candidate for hit of the week, but I'll be honest with you, some of those blocks by Davenport are going to be hard to beat. Trips at the top, single receiver at the bottom. Trojans almost jump off sides, but they don't there, which is great. Would expect to see a quick pass here by number 14 to the top of the screen, but we'll see here. Here's a snap, straight drop back. He's going to try to go a little bit deeper. Bad throw, though. Receiver was open. Ran about a 12-yard route, slipped, was unable to get his footing and get that first down. So that brings up 4th down. Both defenses stand here, and the Trojans are able to survive there. I was talking about the Glams winning the NGAC. Shout out to their coaches, Megan and Lindsay. They both do a phenomenal job with those young ladies. And they send some real talent to the high school year after year after year, which I think is probably what helps lead to a state runner-up today, as well as the great coaching by the high school cheerleading team. Here's the punt. Stoker's going to call for a fair catch. He's going to catch it at about the 36-yard line. So the Trojans are going to take over with decent field position. Basically, the Trojans and Blue Devils just trading field position back and forth here, 35 to the 36 and back and forth. Hopefully the Trojans can put something together here. I think the Trojans have an opportunity to throw against some of this one-on-one, the bottom of the screen to Norton. But we've got to get some good protection for Day. Last time he dropped back to pass, he was looking to his left, got hit from the right side and fumbled. So we got double tight ends here. Gross in the backfield. Norton one-on-one by himself at the bottom of the screen. Trojans jump off sides. We're going to back up 5 yards. It's going to bring up 1st and 15. Not what the Trojans want here. Got a little excited there. Wanting to go hit somebody, which I can understand. Ball now sits at the 31-yard line. 1st and 15 for the Trojans. Same set here, heavy set at the top, single receiver at the bottom. Ball snaps, going to be a handoff to Gross up the middle. He picks up about 1 yard. They finally blow it dead.
And off goes the Peyton Gross.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 14. Trojans are going to have to loosen them up here with some sort of passing game. They're really loading the box up. Even Gross, who has over 1,000 yards rushing this season, is struggling to break loose now that Elbert County has basically gone into straight man coverage on our receivers. Again, at the top of the screen, watch Norton. Great opportunity for a slant here. Ball snaps. Going to be a handoff to the outside to Gross. He is going to get a big run for a 1st down. He's going to get tackled at the 49-yard line. They're going to put it down at the 48. So just as I'm talking about the Trojans struggling to run the ball, big gain there of about 16 yards from Gross. Trojans are threatening to cross midfield. Hurry up here. Another handoff to Gross, basically the same play to the outside. Nothing doing there, though. He gets hit for a loss of about 1. It's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looks like Vaughn's going to run in. Gross is going to come off. Took a big hit there, but I think he's more frustrated than anything.
2nd down and 11.
Coaching staff may have seen something from these corners on film. They just don't want to attack it. We'll see here. Looks like 8 men in the box. There's a flag. See what this flag is for. Gross is extremely frustrated. Looks like they're just fixing the clock there. The play clock was never reset. Flag got thrown. So we've got a heavy set. 2 tight ends in the game. Number 33, Vaughn, also in. 8 men in the box here. Be a handoff to the outside to Vaughn. Pretty good blocking. Vaughn's able to pick up about 1 yard And that's going to bring up 3rd and 10.
Tackle made by Tucker.
Outside run has been probably the most effective thing the Trojans have done here. Clock continues to run, about 6 minutes left to go. Definitely a passing down for the Trojans. You see these receivers running on. You're going to have number 5, Garrison, and number 11, McAllister, at the top of the screen. Dynamic duo of number 1 and 2, Norton and Stoker, at the bottom of the screen, with Gross in the backfield. Again, it's 3rd and 10. Trojans are close to midfield. Big throw there. Great job by Day. A flag gets dropped late, though. Let's see what this is. Day avoided the rush, stepped up, was able to throw the ball to Norton for a 1st down. But they're going to call holding late there. That didn't come out till after the ball was caught. I'd have to watch video there, but that official was looking, saw the ball get caught, and then tosses his flag down. What a ridiculous call there, at least the timing. Maybe he couldn't get the flag out of his pocket. Didn't see it, not saying it didn't happen though. So Trojans are now looking at a 3rd and about 20. Trips at the bottom of your screen. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw a screen here to Gross. That worked earlier. So frustrating. Great job there by Day stepping up and completing that pass. It's going to be the wheel route to Gross again. Day gets hit from behind. Ball comes out. It'll be the 2nd fumble from Day. Day's trying to make something happen there.
Fumble on the play.
Takes a big hit.
Recovered by number 3, Jermaine Sims.
Fumbles the ball, recovered by the Blue Devils, and they're going to take over in Trojan territory at about the 38-yard line. Day's doing a good job of stepping up there, trying to make something happen. Held on to it a little too long there, though, and took a big sack.
1st down 10, Elbert County.
Looks like Elbert County's going to swap quarterbacks again, going with their running quarterbacks. So the Trojans need to be prepared for some of that outside run. Looks like that back that got hurt earlier is back in the game. Would not be surprised to see some run here. Quarterback run right up the middle. He gets stopped instantly, pickup of a yard. Gets down to about the 37-yard line. It's going to bring up 2nd and 9. Not saying that 4 can't throw. We did see him throw in that first possession. But they're not trying to hide it. Every time he's in, we're seeing a lot of run. When 14 is in, we're seeing a lot of pass. Trips at the bottom of your screen. Single back in the backfield. Ball snapped. It's going to be a pass this time. Ball's thrown to a wide open receiver over the middle of the field. Touchdown, Elbert County. As soon as I said they don't throw with this quarterback, Trojans get caught asleep there. And there's a touchdown for Elbert County. That'll tie up this game. Extra point will put Elbert County up 1 with 4:24 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Big strike there for Elbert County. See if the Trojans can put some pressure on this kick, keep this game tied. Here's the snap. Kick is up, and kick is good. Elbert County takes a 1-point lead with 4:24 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. We'll take a minute and go to a commercial break.
You know, if you ask most people, they'll tell you that getting a mortgage is a horrible experience, but it doesn't have to be. Here at Payne Mortgage Team, we are reinventing the mortgage experience, and we're going to hold your hand and make sure that you are taken care of the whole way through.
So we're back, folks. Elbert County just took their first lead of the game. Scores 14-13 with 4:24 left. Still really struggling to see that holding penalty that was called as the Trojans gained that big first down. Here's a kickoff. Going to be a pop-up kick to 1 Norton. He's going to catch it at about the 25. He's dancing around a bit too much. Going to get taken down at the 28-yard line. And that's where the Trojans will take over. 1st and 10. Norton was trying to find a lane there. A little different when you're playing receiver. You got a minute, juke and jive. Tough to do there on a kickoff. Really just have to find a spot, lower your head, and get everything you can. So I believe that's the first return we've seen from Norton this year. Trojans are going to line up with Gross in the backfield. Twins at the bottom of the screen. Looks like we're going to have double tight ends here. We call them tight ends. They're really H-backs. 34 Walker, number 6 Ross. No receivers at the top. Ball snapped. Handoff to Gross up the middle. He gets hit from the backside. Only picks up about 1.5 yards. He's going to sit at about the 30-yard line. We'll call it 2 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd and 8. Clock continues to run. We're down to 4 minutes left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Trojans just have not been able to find anything since about the second half of that 2nd quarter. Just haven't been able to find anything in the run game and haven't been able to find open receivers in the pass game. And when they do, flags fall. So single receiver at the top or bottom of your screen here is Stoker. See if the Trojans try to go after him here. Got some motion. Another handoff to Gross on an outside run. He's going to get chased down from behind. He gets drilled. Loss of about 2 yards there, maybe 3. It's going to bring up 3rd and 11. Trojans just have not been able to find anything here in the run game. Looks like Vaughn's going to come in. Gross is going to come off.
3rd down and 11 for the Trojans.
Be a handoff to Vaughn, straight up the middle. He's definitely not going to get the 1st down. He picks up about 1 yard. Going to bring up 3rd and 10. Trojans are going to have to punt again.
Gain of 1 yard on the play. It'll be 4th down and 10.
Tough possession there for the Trojans. Going to have to punt. Going to need a big stand here. Clock's down to about 2 minutes and 20 seconds in the 3rd quarter, but the Trojans are going to have to gain back some momentum here. Johnson standing on about the 13-yard line. Returner standing at about the 40. Going to need a big punt, and it is not. It's a high one. We're going to need a great bounce here. Ball bounces, continues to bounce. It's going to be down at about the 40-yard line. Fortunately for the Trojans, got a good bounce on that punt. Didn't travel very far in the air, but did get a good block. Shout out to Miss Tricia Whitley. She's watching. Thank you for watching, Tricia.
1st down 10, Blue Devils from their own 40-yard line.
So we're just under 2 minutes left to go here. Ball sits at the 40-yard line. Blue Devils have their running quarterback in. That running quarterback threw a nice touchdown pass. As I was saying, they almost never throw the ball with him. So we'll see what happens. Heavy set. It's going to be a handoff to the back. Back gets hit in the backfield. He's going to pick up about 1 yard. Looks like they're going to put him down at the 41-yard line. It's going to bring up 2nd and 9.
Tackle made by Lane Vaughn and Braxton Daniel.
Nice tackle there by Daniel and Vaughn. Looks like we've got Gross again playing in that outside linebacker position. Or is that, let's see, yep. Looks like Gross playing outside linebacker. Daniel playing that rover position. Twins at the top of your screen, wing at the bottom, single back in the backfield. Going to be a handoff to this back. Gross does a nice job of setting the edge. Trojans are able to make this tackle. Pretty good pick up there, though. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 3 from the 47-yard line. Trojans did a nice job there. They picked that back up, held back, didn't slam him to the ground. 3rd down and 3 again. Twins at the top. Single back in the backfield. Trojans are going to jump off sides. They didn't call it. Trojans definitely jumped off sides there, but got a break, so that was good. Quarterback keeper here on the outside. He gets hit, and he is not going to get the first down. He picks up about a yard. So that's going to bring up 4th and 2 from the 48. Currently, the coach has not run on the punt team.
And 1 yard on the play. It's 4th down.
So 4th down and 2. Going to go Twins at the bottom, single receiver at the top. Got that running quarterback in with their good back end as well. They try to get the Trojans to jump off sides. Clearly the Trojans are prepared for that. This looks like quarterback run or a quick punt. Looks like it's going to be a quick punt here, and that's going to roll nicely all the way down to the 16-yard line as time expires here in the 3rd quarter. So Trojans had a nice stand there, nice quick punt there by the Blue Devils. And we'll take you real quick to a commercial break before we go to the 4th quarter. We're back, Trojan fans. 12 minutes left to go here in this first round playoff game. We've got ourselves a ball game. Currently, Elbert County leads 14-13, but the Trojans are going to take over from the 15-yard line and see if they can get something working. The run game's really been stymied over the past quarter and a half. Had a couple decent runs by Gross of 12, 15 yards, but haven't really been able to break one or string anything together. In the pass game, Day's done a nice job of looking for open receivers and stepping up. Struggled to find those open receivers, though. Been sacked twice and fumbled twice there. So we'll see what the Trojans do here in the 4th quarter. Gross is in the backfield, Twins at the top, single receiver at the bottom. Going to be a handoff to Gross on the outside. He's going to pick up 2 to about the 17. It's going to bring up 2nd and 8. Trojans are just behind the sticks here. Got to get 4 yards on first down to really get into your offense, and just haven't been able to do that here over the past quarter and a half. So 2nd and 8, we're going to have Twins at the top, single receiver at the bottom. You got Stoker in the slot there. Going to be another handoff to Gross. Really nothing for him there. Tackled for no gain. It's going to bring up 3rd and 8.
Tackle made by 24, Jose Rodriguez.
Looks like Gross is going to come out. Vaughn's going to come in. Probably takes the screen game out of play here. So we're either going to have a run to Vaughn, see if he can power his way for 8 yards, or a pass here. Bottom of your screen, you've got 1 Norton, 2 Stoker. Top of your screen, you've got 5 Garrison. Garrison's done a good job this year of catching balls for first downs. See if he can find an opening. It is going to be a straight drop back. Roll out to get a little bit of time. Great catch by Norton. Takes the ball all the way to the 22-yard line, but not enough for the first down. Trojans are going to have to punt here, I believe. 4th and 3. Does look like the Trojans are going to run on the punt team. Nice pass there. I like the way offensive coordinator Campbell had the quarterback roll out. Struggled with protection a little bit. But now we're punting with our punter standing about the 12-yard line. The returner's all the way back at the 47-yard line. Be a heck of a punt if Bryson can get that. Love to see a line drive to the corner, get a big roll. He boots this one. This is a good punt. We'll see if it gets caught. It does get caught at about the 41-yard line. So heck of a punt there from Bryson. Punt from his own 12, kicks it to the 41 of the Blue Devils, where they'll take over with 9:59 left to go here in this ball game. Again, both teams have all 3 timeouts, and Elbert County leads 14-13. Trojans have just really struggled to find anything offensively over the past quarter and a half. Gonna have to try something different here if we want a chance to win this football game. Twins at the top and bottom. You've got number 14, that pass. Nope, looks like 4. The running quarterback's in, but he's going to drop back to pass. Got 2 men wide open. So you had 2 guys trying to cover 2 verticals. One got covered, one didn't. Big gainer there all the way down to the 35-yard line of the Trojans. Trojans were confused there. They had 2 verticals. Typically, the corner's going to take that outside vertical. Looks like we've got an official timeout. Typically, the corner's going to take that outside vertical. The safety's going to take that inside vertical. Safety did take the inside vertical, but it looks like that outside vertical wasn't covered there. Nice catch by the receiver. Big gain all the way from the 41 of the Blue Devils to the 35-yard line of the Trojans for a big first down. Not sure what that official timeout was about, but they do something with the chain. So they did start the clock. Clock's running now, 9:40 left to go here. The 25-second clock is underway. Got Twins at the bottom of your screen, single receiver and a wing at the top, single back in the backfield. Trojans look like they're going to blitz here. Quarterback 4's running it to the outside. He is untouched up the sideline until he gets to about the 18-yard line. Looks like he's knocked out by number 4, Braxton Daniel there. Big gain for a first down. Ball sits at the 18-yard line. Nope, 17-yard line. 1st and 10. Having a lot of trouble with the chains for some reason. Twins at the bottom. Going to be a quick pass to the outside. Good tackle there by Norton. 2-yard gain on that pass. Probably the best the Trojans have defended that quick pass so far.
Gain of 2 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
So we're sitting 2nd down and 8. Ball sits at the 15-yard line. Extra points haven't looked extremely easy for the Blue Devils, so not sure they're within field goal range yet. Field goal would put them up 4. Trojans definitely need to get a stop here. Got Twins at the top and bottom, no back in the backfield, so we're either going to get quarterback run here or another quick pass. Looks like it's going to be a pass over the middle, wide open. Number 3, Yates, was in step with that tight end, but it's just thrown over the middle for a touchdown. And that's going to give a 7-point lead. Nope, yeah, 7-point lead to Elbert County here with 8:23 left to go. Extra point could make it 8. See if the Trojans can put some pressure here on this kick. Here's the snap. Kick is up. Kick is good. Looks like it was spinning to the left. Thought it might miss. He was able to make it, though, and now it's an 8-point ball game. A lot of pressure on the Trojans now if they want to continue to keep their season going.
Once again, everyone be sure to check your
Gonna need a touchdown, 2-point conversion to tie this thing up.
Very distinctive set of keys that have been turned into the press box. He's come up here and describe these keys to us.
All right, folks. Trojans are back to return again. Haven't seen a kick to our deep man, number 9, Gross, yet. Had one to number 1, Norton. They've avoided kicking it to number 2, Stoker. We've seen one kick to 33, Vaughn. See what they do here. Very strange kickoff formation. Kicker only lines up about 4 yards behind the ball. Does that pop-up kick. Love to see the Trojans let this one go. They do. Flag's going to come out. Trojans are going to take the ball at the 35-yard line. So worked out pretty good for the Trojans there. Hopefully they can get something going.
Kickoff goes out of bounds.
See if that helps the Trojans here. Good field position. Gotta put something in motion here. Checking the comments a little bit. North Georgia Aces is wishing Yaya a happy birthday. Brenda Straub shouting out number 45, Gabe Daltrey, as her favorite Trojan. Trojans line up, double twins. Be a handoff here again to Gross. Nothing there really. Pickup of about 2. Gets it to about the 37-yard line. Feel like we've seen this over and over again the past several possessions. First run, get 2 yards. We're behind the sticks, but we do have an injured player on the field, so we will take you to commercial break now. Looks like number 42 there is able to walk off the field under his own power, so that's good news there. Gets a cheer from the fans. Again, Trojans picked up 2 yards on first down, and that's going to bring up second and 8 again. Trojans going to line up double twins again. Looks like we've got number 32, Russell, in the backfield here instead of Vaughn. Here's a snap, straight drop back. Good block by Russell. Another sack from behind. Ball's fumbled. Fortunately, it's recovered there by Day. Looks like we had 3 verticals, nothing short. Day tried to step up, gets hit from behind again. Loss of about 6 there. It's going to bring up 3rd and 14.
3rd down and 14 for the Trojans.
Got trips at the top of your screen, single receiver at the bottom. Be a rollout to the left. Pitch to number 2, Stoker. He hits his hands at about the 30. He drops it, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Trojans are going to have to punt. Clock sits at 7 minutes and 22 seconds. This possession is going to be critical. Trojans are going to have to stop the Blue Devils to keep them going down by 2 scores. The Blue Devils are able to run 2-3 minutes off the clock and score here. They're going to put the Trojans in an extremely difficult position. Looks like Price is going to come in. Nope. Looks like Gross is going to run in. Another huge punt here. Fair caught. Oh, he tried to take off like he was going to run. Fair caught at about the 35-yard line. So that'll bring up 1st down. The ball sits at the 35-yard line, 7 minutes and 17 seconds left to go here. And again, Trojans are down 8. Gonna need a big stop here. That running quarterback's in, the good back is in as well. Twins at the bottom, single receiver at the top. I would expect a run game. Looks like they're gonna run a quarterback keeper right up the middle. He's gonna pick up about 3 there. He keeps fighting, ends up picking up about 4. Trojans are going to have to fight to get the football there. It's going to be a pretty good pickup of 5 yards all the way to the 40-yard line. He was hit for about just a 2-yard gain. The powerful running there by the back. Kept his feet churning. Picked up 5. So 2nd and 5 here from the 40. Going to be a quick pass to number 82. He's going to pick up a 1st down after a 7-yard gain.
Pass complete to Antonio
Ball's
Brown.
all the way to the 48-yard line. 1st and 10 there with the clock running at 6 minutes and 35 seconds.
48-yard line, 1st down 10, Blue Devils.
Double twins top and bottom. Be a straight drop back here. Fannon's, or not Fannin, but incomplete pass. Sorry, I said Fannin. Blue Devils there trying to put it away by throwing the football. Ball hits the ground, though. Incomplete. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Ball was almost caught there. Fortunately, the official came from behind, called it incomplete, and bring up 2nd and 10. Ball is about 2 yards, 3 yards here from midfield. Looks like we're going to have Twins at the top with a wing, single receiver at the bottom. Ball snap, going to be a handoff to the outside, and he's got the edge. Trojans missed the tackle there initially. He does pick up about 7 yards. Going to bring up 3rd and about 3 there.
Made by Easton Yates and Lane Parrish.
Maybe 3rd and about 4. Ball is across midfield, sitting at the 46-yard line. Trips at the top, Twins at the bottom. That big quarterback in the back. Let's see what they try to do here. It's going to be a straight drop back. Good job by Johnson fighting to the outside. Big hit there by number 6, Ross. No gains. Going to bring up 4th and 4 from the 46. Would not be surprised if we saw another one of those quick kicks here from the quarterback. They may try to get the Trojans to jump off sides and then do that quick kick. We'll see here. Don't jump, Trojans. Does look like it's going to be that quick kick. Hopefully that ball will roll all the way to the end zone. It's not going to make it to the end zone, though. Ball's going to – why are the Trojans standing close to the football? Get away. Ball's down at the 4-yard line on that quick kick. Not sure the Trojans fully understand what's going on there. Corner ran and followed that football and stood by it. If he gets pushed into that football and then it's recovered by the Blue Devils, Trojans will have a problem. But now the problem is they've got to drive 96 yards here with 4:53 left and then score on the 2-point conversion. Based on the protection issues the Trojans have had here, would not expect a pass here on 1st down. Trojans are going to have to do something to gain a little bit of yardage and give Day some room. Gross is in the backfield, single receiver, top and bottom. They do decide to throw it deep, but this ball is going to be picked off. Ball's picked off at about the 32-yard line. Surprised the Trojans decided to go deep there from deep in their own territory. They give the ball back to the Blue Devils with 4:47 left to go. Deep in their own territory here. Trojans are going to need to make another stand. Norton was on a go route there. Ball got thrown a little early. I think Day was a little concerned about the pressure. Threw it a little early. Looked like Norton never saw it. Corner saw it clearly and was able to make the pick there. Blue Devils come out. Heavy set at the bottom of the screen. We are going to have a flag, though. Delay a game. We're going to back them up 5 yards. Quite honestly, the play clock was never set, but they certainly used at least 25 seconds there. So that'll back them up 5, which will help the Trojans. Ball will now sit at the 37-yard line.
First down 15.
So 1st and 15 here. They remain with the heavy set at the bottom of the screen. Going to be a handoff here. And he's got a lane speed, but we do have a flag come out late. Not sure why that flag came out so late. We'll see here If you're the Blue Devils, you're going to be frustrated on this too. Flag came out extremely late. These officials seem to be struggling with the cold to get the flag out in time. And these late penalty calls can be extremely frustrating. See what the call is. Looks like it's going to be holding. I don't know what else it could be. He picks up his flag, never makes an indication. What are we doing, man? Let's go. It is holding.
Indication is holding against the Blue Devils.
Got to give that call before you pick up the flag, though. I'm not sure what they're doing here. It's very strange. Playoff officiating, tons of officials on the field. This has been really sloppy officiating. I'm not saying that it's caused the Trojans to be in the position they're in. It's just been a little sloppy tonight. It's going to bring up.
It'll be first down and 25 for Elbert County.
About first down and 27, 25 for Elbert County here. They're going to stay in that heavy set. Trojans are going to have to be careful. They cannot allow this back to get to the outside. He's trying to get to the outside here again. He does get there. Fortunately, the tackle's made, and he runs out of bounds, which will stop the clock with 4 minutes and 22 seconds left. He picks up about 3.
By Garrett Ross.
I believe that's going to bring up second down or third down. Let's bring up second and about, let's call it 21.
Second down and 21.
Fortunately, the back ran out of bounds there, stopping the clock, so preserving a little bit of time here for the Trojans. Gross has not had to use any of his timeouts yet. I would expect this back to kick it to the top of your screen here. We're going to need Gross to stop this outside run. Nope, he does not. Runs it up the middle. Trojans stick him. They are trying to pull the ball out, but unable to do so. Gain of about a half yard there. We'll say it remains 21 yards to go for a first down. So 3rd and 21 here.
It's third down.
In-stadium announcer said 2-yard gain. We start getting this far behind the sticks, it's hard for me to tell. Ball sits at about the 43-yard line of the Trojans. Clock continues to run. 3 minutes and 41 seconds. Heavy set at the top of your screen. Single receiver at the bottom. Gross is at the top. We are going to have that same outside run. And he runs it. He does kick it up the middle. Fortunately, Trojans make a nice tackle. Number 4, Braxton Daniel makes a nice tackle there. Gross runs up, catches the official, calls timeout with 3:22 left. And we're going to have 4th down and a long way to go here. It's like about 12 yards. So we'll see what happens. The last couple times the Blue Devils have been in this position, they've done the quick kick by the quarterback. Both times have been extremely effective. The last one rolled all the way down to the 4-yard line. Not sure if Gross would want to look at taking a safety and putting them back here. Does risk giving them an opportunity to get a first down, though. So let's see what the Trojans can do. Shout out to Kristen Davis, who's at home. She was here earlier. I think she got a little cold. Shout out to her. She's at home watching the game. Big play here for the Trojans. Running out of time. It's a 1-score game. They would need a 2-point conversion to tie this thing up. This is going to be a critical down for the Trojans. Both teams head back onto the field here. We'll see here if the Blue Devils go for it. It's 4th and about 12. They got trips at the bottom of the screen, single receiver at the top. Going to try to get the Trojans to jump off sides. They are going to go for it. It's going to be a pass to a wide open receiver, the top of the screen. He takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Number 13, Brady Dickerson for the Blue Devil touchdown.
And that, folks, is going to make it extremely difficult for our Trojans to come back here. Trojans had a touchdown lead at halftime. They've watched it slip away here in the second half. Big pass play there on a 4th and 12 for a touchdown. Got that double verticals again, just coverage got a little bit confused. That kick is up and good. It's going to make it 28-13 with 3:12 left to go here in the game. Trojans are going to have to air it out quickly here. See what the Trojans have in mind to do here. Pass game's really struggled from a protection standpoint. Day's been hit from behind multiple times. At least 3 times he's been hit from behind. Ball's been fumbled twice. The Blue Devils have recovered. The last time Day was able to jump back on that football. Trojans are probably going to have to do some quick passing, see if they can hit some slants, see if Norton, Stoker, or Garrison, who hasn't had a ball thrown to him tonight, can make something happen on some of these quick passes. Trojans just don't have time to get these deep passes down the field. Be another pop-up kick. This one's going to be caught by Stoker. He's going to take it to the outside. Gets to about the 33-yard line. So nice return there by Stoker. He caught it at the top of your screen at about the 22 and then carries it all the way out to about the 33-yard line. So 11-yard gain. Had to run about 50 yards to get that, but nice speed there by Stoker. 3:06 left to go in the game.
First down 10.
Looks like Stoker's going to be off for a minute. Nope, he's going to be at the top of your screen in the slot. Trips at the top, single receiver at the bottom. We got Gross in the backfield. Trojans are going to have to relay these plays in extremely quickly. Definitely going to have to pass here. Straight drop back. Ball's thrown. Stoker catches it, but he catches it 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage. It's an instantly hit. Loss of 2 yards. Was a straight drop back. Wasn't the quick passes that I expected to see there. Clock continues to run. 2:48 left to go. Got to get this play in quickly. Gonna have trips at the bottom, single receiver at the top. Really like to see a slant here from Garrison at the top. Straight drop back. He actually is gonna roll a little bit. Pass to number 11. He gets hit, but that's gonna be targeting. 2 flags are going to come out. 11, McAllister's down. Looks like he just had the wind knocked out of him. Flags out on the field. So that's going to be a first down for the Trojans based on that targeting hit. Gain of about 15 there. Ball was sitting at the 32, so we would expect it to go up to about the 47-yard line. There's only 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go here. So Trojans are going to have to do something to get this ball down the field. Looks like McAllister's up. He's going to have to come out for a play. Looks like he just had the wind knocked out of him. It is going to be 15-yard penalty, personal foul. Ball should come out to the 47-yard line here. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Fans on the opposing team do not like that call. I'm going to be honest with you, I did not see it. Ball was tipped by McAllister. And the ball headed towards Norton, then McAllister got laid out. Not sure if the helmet was down or why that call was made, but we'll take it. We need whatever we can get. 2:30 left, double twins, Gross in the backfield. Straight drop back. Holding on to the ball a bit too long. He throws it up. It is called late hit out of bounds. It looks like 36 Crutchfield, who tried to make that play. He's down. Hit was made about 3 yards out of bounds. Call should have been made there. Crutchfield's had some shoulder problems this year. Looks like that shoulder may have come out again. So he's being looked at on the sidelines. Definitely a hit out of bounds there. Official was looking right at it, decided not to make the call. So Trojans have trips at the top, single receiver at the bottom, 2nd and 10 again from the 47-yard line. Straight drop back, quick pass to number 1, Norton. Going to be pass interference, though. He had his hand around the back of number 1, Norton. The 2 flags come out. Going to be another penalty here. First down for the Trojans. They'll get the ball across midfield. They don't like that call, but that call's made everywhere. You cannot wrap your hands around the receiver's back and then make a play with your other hand. It's not the way it works. So you are going to get a penalty there. It's going to be stepped off across midfield. Clock's down to 2:17 now. Every yard the Trojans have gained here on this possession have really been a result of penalties. See where this one goes, ends up at. Going to be a 15-yarder. Ball's going to sit at about the 38-yard line. So 1st and 10 Trojans. They're going to go double twins again, top and bottom. We're going to get this out fast. Blue Devils are blitzing almost every time. It's going to be a rollout to the top of the screen. Ball is thrown to number 5, Garrison, and the sure-handed Garrison catches it on the sideline. And they say he was out of bounds, didn't have a foot in. I'd have to watch a little close-up of that. As usual, Garrison sure-handed, makes the catch at the top of the screen. Watching the replay, looks like his foot was on the line, though. Wasn't able to plant that 1 foot. High school, you only have to get 1 foot in there, same as college. Don't have to have both feet in until you get to the NFL. So we're coming in with double twins here again, 2nd and 10. Ball snapped, straight drop back again, tons of pressure. Ball's thrown, nice throw there. Number 1, Norton takes it all the way down for a first down. Gonna be out of bounds at about the 27-yard line. So 1st and 10 Trojan. The clock should have stopped. They're gonna have to fix the clock. It never stopped. Should go back to about 150, 153. We'll see what they do. They let it run down to 144. They do reset it to 1:54 seconds. So the Trojans sitting at the 27-yard line. Double twins again. Straight drop back, tons of pressure. Throw to 32, Russell. Haven't seen him make plays like that. He does make a huge hit on the linebacker. Flatbacks him, clock continues to run, but pick up about 5. It's gonna bring up 2nd and 10. Russell just ran over I believe it was the linebacker. Roll out to the top of your screen. Throw to Norton on the sideline. He let that ball get into his body instead of catching it out front. Bounced off his chest. Nice throw there, but does stop the clock. So it'll bring up 3rd and 5 with 1:26 left to go here in the game. Trojans going to stay in that double twins. Dalton Russell stays in the backfield. Straight out past the number 1, Norton. He does battle his way all the way to about the 16-yard line. Then a flag comes out for a late hit on the sideline. Nope, looks like face mask. That'll be half the distance to the goal. So the Trojans are going to need to get a play in here. Clock's down to 1:06. A lot of conference going on here. So it is going to be a face mask. Should be half the distance to the goal. 1:06 left to go. So the ball should go from the 16 to about the 8. 1:10 left. Trojans really need to score on the next play here. Give themselves time, kick an onside kick, and see what they can make happen. Looks like Campbell's conferencing with both of his tight ends, number 6 Ross, number 34 Walker. Looks like Stoker's going to be single receiver at the top of your screen. Norton, single receiver at the bottom of your screen. Looks like Russell, number 32, will remain the back in the backfield. I've never seen anything like this. It's like these officials have never stepped off penalties before. It's like 3 minutes every time. It was a face mask, should be half the distance. Goes to the 12, I guess, but good grief. Never seen a penalty, stepping off penalties, take this long. I don't know how many officials they need to figure this out. Here's a snap. It's going to be a pass over the middle. It's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Ball was trying to go to number 6, Ross there. Interception with 1:02 left, and that will more than likely put an end to this football game. Trojans are only down to 1 timeout. Ball will come out to the 20. And that really should put an end to it. I know the Trojans are frustrated. They won that first half. Really just haven't been able to put anything together since that 36-yard touchdown run from Gross early in the second quarter. And Elbert County's had the opportunity. They've been able to pop a couple big passes on the Trojans here. Elbert County comes out in their victory formation. Would expect them to take a couple knees here and this game to be over. They do take a knee. Gross does call a timeout with 58.5 seconds left, but that's his last timeout. Going to talk to his team about trying to knock this ball out.
Quarterback takes a knee. Timeout, Gordon Lee.
Tough loss for the Trojans tonight. Really 2 games in a row, the Trojans have given solid teams a really difficult time, but just haven't been able to find a way to close it out. If I know Coach Gross, that'll be a huge point of emphasis in the offseason, really just working with his team about finishing strong. Tons of talent coming back. We are going to miss the senior class, though. Take a minute, shout out this senior class as they walk off the field here. Number 17, Bryson Johnson. Number 19, Garrett Gass. Number 21, Lane Parrish. Number 32, Dalton Russell. Number 34, Harrison Walker. Number 36, Brock Crutchfield. Number 45, Gabe Daughtry. Number 56, Levi Webb. Number 59, Levi Gentry. Making sure I don't miss any. Number 68, Eli Stevens. Number 77, Caden Oliver. Number 82, Trip Jones. These guys have made a huge impact on this program. And so we would be remiss without telling them thank you for all they've done. Again, not sure why the clock stopped there. Apparently the Trojans had one more timeout than I knew. Good tackle there by number 45, one of the seniors. 2 of the seniors, Bryson Johnson and number 45, Gabe Daughtry. I know these seniors are disappointed. They felt like we had a team to make a run here in the playoffs. Drew a pretty tough team, gave them all that they wanted, but just couldn't find a way to close this out. Sure, the Trojans will have a lot of what-ifs here, but I hope they know how proud the fans are of them, how proud myself and Ricky are of them. It's been a great season. They're going to end the season 7-4. But these seniors have left a legacy. We want to thank them for everything they've done. I hate that the senior cheerleaders aren't here tonight. I know they're traveling back from their state competition. Wish they were here. I know they would have liked to have been here for the last game as well. It's a heck of a senior class. Ball snaps, going to be run to the top of your screen by number 4. He's just trying to stay in bounds, although he runs awfully close to the sideline. But they leave the clock running. Play clock will reset at 40 seconds, and they will not have 13. Shout out to the class, senior class. Hell of a job. Very proud of you guys. Know this is not how you wanted it to end, but appreciate everything you've given to this program. That'll be the end of the 2024 football season. Trojans will line up, give out the handshakes. I'll sign off. This is Brent Price for Ricky. Thanks for watching.